Hello!
Waiting.
That's all. I just wanted to say hi.
Hi.
Okay.
Pupakaka.
I don't count down for the reasons of Jester. I apologize.
Yeah, we stopped counting down, so pure chaos.
Exactly. I will make it obvious, however, whenever we're about to start.
Clearly.
Typically, whenever I yell hello, it's not at you guys. I'll tell you that
Of
much.
course not.
Oh, I imagine.
Wow, thanks so much, Remy. Makes me feel so much better.
I'm sorry, Peggy.
It's okay. I just feel not great today. That's okay.
It's
Aw.
okay. No one says hi to me anyway.
Jesus. Take it away, Preston. Give us the showdown.
All right. Okay, dude. No, okay. So, our heroes, Song, Lurt, Samuel, and now known as William, but to the others also known as Sammy, Burrito, whatever you want to call him, Sentinel, Ozzy, and Jaw Drop and Lucky, were traveling on the main road having a light conversation and such. They set up camp at the end of the first day, and Song brought up a card game to play with everyone. After playing for a while, everyone decided to go to sleep. Sentinel transformed into a crag cat and went out into the wilderness to explore, and while everyone is asleep, Song has a huge headache, and he wakes up in a dream. He wakes up to a warm, familiar city with tall buildings. As he reaches the city gates, he is led in by two figures. The city is empty, and soon he's brought into a room with a burning fire and light. As it fades, he sees a throne and a figure sitting in it. As she kneels, she says something that Song cannot hear, and as she looks up with him with a smile, he wakes up startled. In the morning, our goose begins traveling down the main road again and suddenly comes across a cart being raided by bandits and an old man and his dog trying to defend it. Suddenly, out in the woods, an owlbear comes and starts fighting. It downs Song and nearly downs Ozzy before Ozzy kills it. Sentinel finishes the combat by killing the remaining bandits who were still attacking the old man, and Sentinel and oh, I didn't write that correctly. Sentinel and Samuel venture into the forest to find the old man's second horse that ran away. As Samuel took the horse, yeehaw, cowboy, Sentinel went to a cave to retrieve a baby owlbear who entrusted him enough to let him carry him back to the caravan. And the party continues down the road with the old man, and that's where we are now.
Huzzah, good job.
He said yeehaw.
He did say.
Do I get inspiration?
No. Michelle gets
You never
inspiration.
asked for it.
No, yeah, you get inspiration. Unfortunately for you.
Mm.
Alrighty. So,
Oh.
yes. That's what happened. Oh, do I have music playing? I do not. I mean, you're fired. Michelle, you're
Fuck,
up.
I can only do so much, man.
I like this one. What was this one? Okay. As you guys are traveling on the road with this the gentleman, which I forgot his name already. I need to organize my notes here. Does everyone remember his name?
I'm looking for
No,
it.
I don't pay attention.
Jesus, Peggy.
Sorry.
No, I don't have it in my thing.
I think his name is Rodell. Put a Rodell.
What's
Okay.
happening?
The old man who's traveling with the dog. Remember his name?
I'm pulling up my notes.
I like this music.
Don't
like to
think.
waste paper.
Oh, the old man. His name was Leon.
Yeah.
Traveling to Full Boulder.
Oh, okay. And I don't remember. I think he. You guys are just traveling with him on the
Yeah.
side because of his supplies. So you guys are still having like a walk speed as normally. And he's carrying like some small conversations with each of you, kind of just trying to get to know you, his saviors. His dog in the back is in the back sleeping. You guys are still about 2 days away from Thul Boulder. You guys have made it to the the intersection, a small dirt path that, from what someone read, was a Cloverloft, a small village, and the main road still that you guys are still traveling, that's going to Thul Boulder. With that, anything you guys want to do? The stage is yours.
Where is Sentinel
What's-
right now?
Leon is currently riding the cart with his dog in the back. Everyone else is kind of just walking next to
Are
him.
there horses?
Yes, he has the 2 horses.
Okay. I'm probably nursing the cub.
So you're walking and just kind of
Good
like
berries. Remy.
I figured
Yes.
not literally. I
Oil.
knew that much,
Oil,
but
yeah.
He's still a little fidgety.
How old?
You can think about it. About a week or two old,
whoa, that's a small baby. Okay.
and he's pretty big too.
Attached.
No, it's owlbears. They grow pretty fast.
Jesus.
Mhm. The one that you guys fought
Does-
was
does it-
about much larger than y'all.
Hmm.
Does it have sorry. Does it have feathers?
The feathers it has are very soft, very tender. Like
Okay. What about the beak and the claws?
the claws are kind of like, you know how like cats, the baby cats, they have a hard time retracting their claws. It's kind of like that.
No, I don't like cats, so.
Okay, well that's baby cats. They have a harder time retracting their claws until they get older, and then they learn how to put it back into their paw. Um, what's it called? The beak itself is the beak is there, but it's very small. So it's just like
Okay.
you can really just have it in your hand, and you're feeding it good berries, but it's still kind of like
No, I'm not gonna give it whole ass good berries. I'm gonna be squeezing the good berries and just feeding it the pulp.
mm,
Because I mean, it's magical, so it should just give it nourishment.
yeah. And whenever you're done feeding it, it's very curious. It always like tries to crawl over you onto your shoulder, and you try to put it back, and it just keeps on just trying to move away and just look around and everything like that.
That's fine. Every time wherever it moves, you see the plates shift over to give
Yeah.
it more of a vantage point. Now I'm just like straight walking forward, and it's just.
Yeah.
Crunchy.
Oh, stop here.
Yep. Anyone else?
Song is going to be sitting on the back of the cart, assuming there's a place to sit on the back of the cart.
There is.
Okay.
And the
Just
a little-
imagine him sitting in the car just goes.
it's a little bit of a tight squeeze because of all the supplies he has, but you also do see the two goblinoids that are in the cart. For a little while, they were kind of looking at you, just like, so weird. They try to poke at you a little bit, and when you look back, they're like, oh.
Slap
They
their
would,
hand away whenever they get close.
And
Lurt
then
would.
they,
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
and then they would just like kind of like eye the dog, very, just like, wow.
Yeah, I'm gonna just sit in the back with my copper blade on my lap and just kind of look at it. Just sit there for a while.
Lurt would also be on the cart. He would be on like the edge of the cart so that he wouldn't be touching anybody.
No.
Um,
Do you have sticky
You know, you
fingers?
should stick
Because
to
you
the.
have a climb, right?
huh?
Do you have sticky fingers?
Yeah.
Stick to the
Okay, because I just imagine you when you say on the edge, you're
On the-
like on the side of the car door
No.
as the car
Like-
is moving.
You should be, no, beyond that, you should be on the wheels so that you're just slowly rotating constantly.
Oh my god. No.
You gotta be like,
No, I'm not like. Oh, wait. Where's that? I don't know. There was a gif of like a frog that was just on a tree branch, and it looks like that. Yeah, Lurt's just on the side of the cart, and he's not. So he's not touching anyone, but he's looking at. He's just keeping an eye on the two goblins, and yeah,
just
he keeps
peeking
glancing.
over the edge.
No, he's like sitting on the edge of the cart.
I think I'll give him. She means.
Yeah.
Like your wife.
Like these are the two walls, and he'll just be sitting on
Yeah.
the wall.
Hmm.
Is the dog like on the cart or is he like next? to the cart?
He's in the, he has like a little spot. You can see that the Leon. No, he probably takes the. I think I named him Buddy. Buddy everywhere with him on the travels. He has like a little blanket in the area, in between these two boxes that are hold in place by these ropes and bars,
Oh, okay.
and he's just kind of like sitting there. He's taking a rest
Okay.
from that he endured what he endured with the bandits kicking him and everything. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, at this point, you guys would see and hear Sentinel with the owlbear kind of like shifting his plates, and the owlbear would be making noises as well, like smaller
Quack.
quack quack.
Can it understand anything?
No.
Like
Your dad's dead.
Like
Mom.
languages, you mean?
It was my mother.
languages?
No. Owlbears
Oh.
don't.
They're
They're not
animals.
smart creatures.
Oh,
They
because
are
Lurt
not.
would try to like if he saw it, if Lurt saw the little thing, he'd probably like try to like mentally reach out to it.
Yeah,
But
it just like kind of like scratch at its head.
Yeah, you have to do speak with animals for it.
stupid creature.
There's a -4 to intelligence.
It just
Even worse, that it's a baby. It's probably has
Yeah.
a 1 on the score for
See?
intelligence.
Yeah.
Ooh, what's
Yeah,
this?
Lurt would
It
just be
just-
stupid creature, and then go back to watching the goblins.
Remind me, Michelle, your telepathic link is not so much where you could read minds, it's more just for communication, correct?
For communication, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm thinking you probably have the creature that you're telepathically speaking to probably has to know at least one language.
It has to know at least one language. That's why I asked. It doesn't have to know my language. It just has to know a language.
Okay. Yeah.
Were you not also this dumb whenever you were little, Lurt?
No, actually, and I wasn't talking to
Uh, Samuel obviously there's no space on the cart, but Samuel would be like riding shotgun, but he'd be like on the edge of the cart, like towards the front on the right side. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, if you would be up front, Leon would probably be talking to you a little more.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, so where'd you come from?
I prefer not to say.
No, I understand, and most definitely, you're pretty happy with those things. Never seen anything quite like those.
What things?
I mean, reminds me of a crossbow, or a hand crossbow.
Sorry.
He's talking about your hand cannon in your pocket.
I know. Oh my. Revolver. Yeah.
Yeah, revolver. Yeah.
Yeah. You could say I spent
Oh.
some time with it.
Oh, nice. Is that a special weapon to you? Did you craft that of some kind?
Let me ask something, because I never clarified this. Would Samuel know? Actually, no. I guess he would know how to craft this. I wanted to use a gunslinger, wouldn't he?
Yeah.
He has to repair weapons. Yeah. Okay, I'll say that.
Yeah, whatever.
Well. Yeah. Well, I didn't make it. I don't know how to make it. I can do minor repairs to it, and that's what I did. I kind of made it my own.
Oh, well, that's very nice. Yeah. You're definitely handy with those.
Thank you.
And
Oh, sorry.
huh? Go ahead.
Samuel would just be kind of staring at it, you know.
Mm. Ozzy, you'd be walking.
Yeah. Just watching Lurt stick to the side of the cart.
You can see the goblins are Lucky and Jaw Drop are they're doing some minor bad things, but as soon as they see Lurt occasionally are looking at them, they were just like nah, and just try to stay away from them. But yeah, you guys, your travels go without any issues. And at this point, let's see.
Oh.
Did I just hear some dice?
Remy, why do you look mad, Remy?
Mad. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I'm...
you're like,
He's just getting into character. Leave him
that
alone.
was me in
Character.
character. Yeah.
Yeah.
Leave him alone.
Sorry, I was fully getting into the song sort of.
Vibe.
Riles in character.
Yeah.
Look, there's Sentinel. Yeah, so the day goes by. It's a long road, and at this point, there's not that many people. As the day gets later and later, um, Leon kind of speaks out and is like, we could probably keep going, but I'm pretty sure the rest of you are pretty tired walking on your feet the entire day. We can make camp for tonight.
What is this tiredness?
Well, the rest of you, definitely. Goodbye, Ryan.
Sentinel has had a malfunction.
Subarashi.
Shubarashi.
What is this tiredness?
But just when you walk for a long period of time, you get tired. You get exhausted.
Or whenever you
Oh.
fall in battle multiple times.
In other terms, loss of energy.
Yeah.
My energy sources are running low.
We should probably stop before we exert ourselves.
Do we wish to make camp out here in the road or somewhere else?
We should go. It's not a good idea to set up around near a road. Maybe a little bit far off, but not too close.
Is there a clearing?
Yeah, that's why.
Not a clearing, like woods area that we can camp by.
Do you want to do that? 1 second. Let me. How was that? Oh, there's. Yeah, you would have been traveling about this amount within the day. Oh, it's 2 days, so right around here. The area that you're in, it's pretty much open fields. There's an occasional, small foresty area. As you make your way down the road, you do see a small cluster of trees. Like it's a decently sized forest. Just a bunch of cluster of trees.
Cluster of
Yeah,
trees. Okay.
yeah, cluster of trees.
How about we camp over there by the cluster of trees? At least we have some cover.
Who's this talking?
I'm asking above game for everybody else for their consensus.
Yeah,
No,
it's good.
everything in character.
There is a cluster of trees over there. Do we wish to camp?
Yeah, that would be good.
Anything would be good. As long as we stop soon.
Understood.
All right, I'll just pull the card over here, and just he sets up a little bit inwards into the clusters of trees. You can see he gets down and whistles, and the dog comes down and starts sniffing around the ground. It's like, all right, this is our setup then.
What time of day would it be right now?
It's starting to be around 8.
8-ish is pretty late. Okay, so sun has gone down at this point.
Yes.
They will, before coming down from the cart, I'll conjure a bonfire. Like maybe
On the Albert.
5 feet away from the cart's edge, and kind of where everyone is starting to head towards, just so we could all have a warm place to sit.
As you're conjuring, you can see the Leon is just grabbing like a bunch of supplies. Like, all right, well, this should be able to start. Oh, okay, that's good. That's nice. He starts putting all his stuff away.
I appreciate your consideration.
Yes, this is really nice. This is really nice. We could probably spare some of the supplies if you guys are hungry.
Let me see what I have.
You do have your good berry that I sent to you.
That is right.
Wait. Did everyone get one?
Yeah.
Then I'll just eat that.
Everybody had 2.
Oh, okay. I'll eat one. I'll eat one.
I'll eat one of my good berries. I am fine on food. However, if you have something to drink, I would not say no.
Oh yeah, I always keep a decent supplies of water on these long travels.
Anything except
Yeah.
besides water.
Do you have anything?
Oh,
alcohol?
anything besides water?
Yes,
No, not really.
it's rather unfortunate. Thank you.
I apologize.
God damn it, Remy. I was gonna be like, do you wish to have some of my oil?
I wanted to.
It would just, God, just combust when it gets near me.
Do you want some of my poison?
You want some sip?
I will get off the cart, limping heavily because my fucking right leg is not in good shape right now.
Nope.
I won't walk far. I'll walk close to the fire and set up my bedroll and sit down on it.
And as even when you roll out your bedroll, you can still feel kind of like the pain in your arm where you got stabbed through.
Mm-hmm.
It's starting to heal up a lot better, but you can still feel that kind of pain as you use some actions. You wanted to say something, Sonia?
I pet the dog. I want to pet
Yeah.
the dog.
Yeah, you go over and you can see he's sitting right next. He's laying down next to Leon. He has his head down, his arms like that, and you kind of pet him. You can tell he's a bit of an older dog just by the fur. He has that rough fur on him. But as you pet him around his neck, he just starts to look up, and then just like he gets into it.
Aw.
Yeah,
So-
starts wagging his tail a little bit.
Sentinel, you are very meaty today. I forgot to mention this to you earlier.
Me?
Oh my goodness, who the hell is this?
Hey.
It's that person again. It's
Sorry, I forgot to put on my armor.
looks like someone was hiding behind his back.
It's back wool by his back wool, just underneath a bunch of armor. That's great.
And
I'm
a
just
lot
wearing
smarter. A lot smarter.
Somehow a lot smarter.
Oh yes.
Maybe at the end of this campaign, like a freak accident will happen. He'll bang his head, and he just like his
Revert
armor
back
falls
to
off.
his
Just, like,
old form.
Oh, whoa. That's crazy.
While holding the owlbear, can I go over to Song? I'm gonna go over to Song, and as he's setting up his bed, I'm gonna go.
Your leg seems to be wounded. Do you wish for any healing?
Some wounds stay longer than others. I will be fine by tomorrow.
Although healing may hopefully help with the scars.
I could use a little bit if you have some to spare.
I'm gonna cast Healing Spirit right on him,
Alrighty.
and this is for the purpose. Do you actually need healing, Remy?
Yeah, I am not at full health.
I thought I healed you last.
You
session.
did. You healed me, but I was like very low, and you split the healing between me and Ozzy.
That's right.
So I didn't get the full benefit.
I did. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna cast Healing Spirit on
Okay.
you. Let me just click it so I can see what it does.
We have not leveled up yet, right, Jester? It's once we have this long rest, we'll be leveled up.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm about to add some stuff. Oh, that's gonna take a while.
1d6. So it's 10d6.
I'm looking now, Preston.
Yeah, you're right.
10d6. Okay, so Jester, I'm gonna be rolling for healing for him, but this is also mostly to help him out with the scar. Because I don't know if you watched the first season of Critical Role. You did. Remember when Vax's foot got stuck in the lava? Yeah. Remember how Keyleth had to do constant healing to heal it up.
Yeah.
That's what I
Yeah.
want to do to kind of ease in the scar. but I'm gonna roll the healing for you, 10d6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. I
For
dropped that. That's
context,
good.
mortal, we are using a different system. If you go down in battle, you get a battle scar, and so that's what's happening here. In case you're wondering.
Um, 10,
Oh, dude,
15,
a feet are right outside. Shit, I wasn't.
18.
Oh god.
Are you saying you didn't prepare your level up?
This is all, well, that's all I need. I just
We're
don't know what
leveling
choice
up.
I want. It's just
17, 27,
I already have lucky, so I don't know what else
27,
I need. Oh, look at
27
that.
plus 12, 39, 40,
That will do it.
40, 42.
Yeah, that will do it. What does your spirit look like again?
It's a healing droid that comes off of my body. So basically, it's just a. It's like a little circular. Uh, it's a little circle. It's like a disc that comes off like this, right?
Mm-hmm.
But then when it comes
Oh,
up to you, it actually has like these little prongs. Uh, Medical instruments, and basically start stitching everything up. Like think of like the Star Wars droids.
Star Wars
remember?
droids, yeah.
oh my god. Sorry, I'm freaking out about a feat I just saw.
Hey, Preston. It's okay, but seriously though, you gotta stop cremmying.
Stop.
I'm sorry. Oh, I'm freaking out because this is so fucking cool.
Thank you, Sentinel.
It is my pleasure and my duty.
Sentinel, do you know much about where you come from?
Yes, I do.
What are you looking for in that library?
History of what happened to my people. I do not know how far I've gone in the ages, but I do know that my people no longer reside where they were.
Thank you.
You are welcome.
Okay.
I'm gonna leave, and I'm also gonna try to make a nest for the owlbear the best that I can,
Okay.
since it's probably tired.
Um, yeah,
You want me to roll survival for that?
yeah, you're not sure.
I keep rolling so many 8s. 8 plus 6, 14.
14. Yeah, you're able to get some of the leaves and twigs, and you're able to make a decently comfortable nest. And you can see the Albert. The first I would say the first 30 minutes to an hour, it's pretty active. It's actively trying to get out of the nest.
Mhm.
And you keep on trying to put it back, and
So I'm
for
doing
most
the
people,
whole cat thing, grabbing it by
yeah,
the scruff, just putting it back inside.
yeah.
Because the way that I'm doing it is I'm sitting like with my legs encircling it.
For most people, it would get annoying of how many times this owlbear is exiting
Yeah.
its nest. But for you, you're just like, zzz, 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 and it keeps on trying to scratch at you, but it's nothing to you. And finally, at one point, it just starts to sniff around, crawl around, and finally it goes to sleep.
I'm gonna start going into rest. Before I go into rest though, I'm gonna just keep my hand on the owlbear, right?
I do apologize. apologize for your mother.
And then my eyes are gonna shut down.
All right.
Lert's gonna pull out his box and it's gonna fill up with water, and then he's just gonna get inside, and he's still keeping an eye on the two goblins.
I'm
Yeah.
curious, Michelle.
Yeah.
The amount of time you spent in your box, is that water poisonous now?
No, I dump it out after every like hour. So after an hour, Lert just gets out, just dumps it on the ground, and
You can see
then
the
he'll
god.
just and then he'll just fold up the box and put it back. So
Does it refill?
yeah. So he dumps it out and then closes it up, and then every time he opens it up, it like fills up.
You do not dump that near Song, do you?
No, he's considerate enough to like just dump it on Song's head. Eat this. No, he'll dump it off away from the party.
I'll be back.
Okay.
That's why he's considerate enough not to touch anyone too.
Yeah. The two goblins are hanging out with Ozzy. They keep on pestering her about showing them how to fight, how to do all that, what they saw she do with the owlbear. But
I'm only gonna teach you if you promise never to rob anyone.
Fine. Well, we won't rob anyone, right? Yeah. Yeah, we won't.
Good. Now the first technique is to meditate. You basically
that?
sit and sleep. It's
That's
really
boring. Show us to
If you
stab
can't do that,
things.
you can't fight. Sorry.
All right, and then you see them that they get into like a sleeping position, and then okay, so we gotta go to sleep.
Perfect.
All right, and they just lay down and try to go to sleep. For a little while, they're a little bit like they're kicking each other.
Hey, no,
Ah.
none of that. No,
He started it.
no.
You know, that goes on throughout the night for a little bit.
And if you just look like 3 feet, if you just turn around and look behind you, Lert's just staring at the two goblins.
I don't like her. No, I don't like her either.
Don't worry about it. That's what meditating's for.
All right. Stop touching me! Keeps on going. Samuel, what are you doing?
He would be like trying to sleep by this point.
Okay.
He's just-
Anyone taking a first watch or anything?
Lert can do it.
All right.
Lert can take all the watches.
I will
All
stay
right.
up the first watch too.
Okay.
Lert will just
Go
be in
ahead.
his box.
Go ahead and both of y'all roll a perception check for the night.
God, I forgot I have 0 perception.
Soft 20.
13.
All right.
I'm a good
Lurts, as you are, it starts to get later and later, like maybe around 10:30 or so. You see this first before Song. You see some torchlights, 2 torchlights, coming from down from the main road that you guys were going towards, and they seem to be a little higher, and the movement kind of suggests that these individuals are on horse. As they get closer, and as you
Do I also see this though?
roll a perception check.
I have high perception. Cool. 18.
18. Okay, yeah. So you would hear this. You can hear the of the horse trot. And as they get closer to y'all, they seem to be coming towards your camp.
Like off
And-
the road towards our camp.
Yeah. Like the road is starting to pass where it passes you by, they come directly towards like to your camp, and they're about like maybe 100 feet away. At this point you guys can see that these are Solace's soldiers.
I'm gonna
Lurt
stand
would
up, get to my feet.
Lurt would like grab a stick, and then while like Samuel was sleeping, does he have like a hood or something on?
He has-
Samuels.
Okay, it's literally just like his entire robe just comes up to here, but he doesn't sleep with his hat on because it bothers him. So he would just have
Lurt
like
would like use a
it would be
stick
like
and like
this.
take his hat and put it on Samuel's face, just so it like covers his face.
Okay.
You're saying that Lurt is this considerate? Wow.
Well, I mean, he needs him to stay alive.
He's food for later.
Exactly.
Exactly.
You can't have
Can't
other
let this
people
go
stealing
bad.
your food, right?
Exactly. Also, he like Samuel is the fly that attracts, or is the honey that attracts other flies.
Yeah.
If any, so
Samuel is a fly. Thanks. Ian.
Or
No,
honey,
he's the
in
honey.
this case.
He's the
He's the
honey that
honey.
attracts the
He's the
flies.
sweet,
You're-
sweet honey.
Your honey, Preston. You can put
Honey,
Lurt's
that
also
honey.
gonna Lurt's
Honey,
also gonna
honey.
start
I'm not putting
mentally
that
saying,
in the
"Hey,
name list. I'm not putting that in the name list.
hey, Samuel, there's people here. Hello, cover your face. I don't know. Hurry up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up."
God, that's the worst alarm clock.
Oh, wait, get a
Takes a,
hat.
fu-
Let me get it.
take-
Okay, he just be
takes
like,
a fucking guitar and just
wait,
wake
You
up.
said the hat's on his face, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He'd be like,
No, splash your water on him.
Poison water.
he wouldn't. He's like, what's wrong?
Wake up, wake up, wake up. There's people here. Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up.
Alright, give me a second. I'll get my bearings for a second.
While that is going on. Good
You
evening.
hear, yeah, they're still coming, but you hear, hello.
What can we do for you?
Hi, we are, we're soldiers, walking by, and we saw your camp. We're sorry for intruding, but, we wanted to ask you a few questions.
You may ask away.
Have you seen this man?
He has a tendency to say his name.
Did this guy say his name to Captain Reaver? Oh shit!
Also, is Leon awake or is he dead asleep?
No, he's dead.
Yeah, I imagine he's fucking just
Lurt killed him. He's dead.
like killed it. Lord ate him.
He's currently halfway in Lurt's mouth.
Lurt is waking up Samuel as she's eating Leon.
You guys seen Anaconda? It's kind of like that.
No, Lurt casted Purge.
God damn it. And you can see that there's about 4 guards, 4 soldiers. 2 of them are on horseback, 2 are just walking. The 2 that are walking have torches. It's like, oh yes, we apologize for intruding again, but we wanted to ask you, is this everyone that you're traveling with?
Yes, it is.
You mind if we take a look? We're looking for some individuals that may be running from the law here.
Samuel, hear this?
At this point, yeah, you're kind of like waking up, and you start hearing the guards, and you hear running from the law. You're like,
Do they see everyone, or do they mainly just see
Can you see
Song?
Samuel in the background?
they're you can see that they're currently like talking to y'all, but the ones in the back are like kind of like putting up the torches and trying to look around and see to
Samuel,
count everyone.
You may look around. We are quite an interesting group.
Samuel tries
What
to
exactly? Who exactly are you looking for? May I ask?
Well, we're currently looking for multiple individuals. Yeah, there's a couple of people that have bounties on them, and we're checking along the road to see if there's anybody.
Samuel tries sneaking away.
Do I hear
Uh,
any of this?
Yeah, they're like near your camp now.
As
Samuel,
As he's
can say-
talking, I want to transform into a big ass crag cat and walk beside.
Can Samuel try? Can Samuel try sneaking away like this? I need. I just want to know. I need
Roll a
This
stealth check.
big ass crag cat as I walk beside a song to kind of distract them.
Lurt
22.
would also.
Okay, go ahead.
22.
Yeah, you trans.
Yeah. I just step over the owl bear, not even trying to not trying to wake it up.
Yeah.
And Samuel, you'll see you're 7 foot tall, right?
Me?
Song?
No, sorry, not
Oh.
Samuel. Sorry.
Yeah,
Song is
okay.
seven
I was
foot
looking-
seven.
I was
Yeah,
Six
song is
7'7".
7'7". So.
So this crag cat on all fours will probably reach about your shoulders.
And then as
Oh,
Crag cats are
God.
large.
Can
Crag
I-
cats are large creatures, so I'm gonna walk beside you to try and block their view.
Can I say what I can I see?
yeah,
I
go ahead.
I rolled a 22. Soft 22.
Okay.
I was
Yes,
gonna try to help
with-
him with that as Lurt would push the his like box of water into like the nearest bush, so it just starts.
Imagine
settling.
everyone just like, oh, Samuel's like,
I'm just having a calm conversation and chaos is happening around me. That's what's happening.
What? I just walked up right beside you, my guy.
yeah. They with everyone doing random shit, especially with Sentinel turning into a crag cat. They're like, oh, nice, oh, and they hold on to their swords under their sides. Like,
he does this on a regular basis. This is one of
our Yes, members.
Is it him you are looking for?
no. I mean, maybe get the papers. And then one of the guards like has like rolled it up sheets of paper, and it's like, hold that. Goes to the paper. And kind of looks amongst you. Wake up, sir. And Liam's like, what's going on?
Apparently
they are
looking for
What was it, Liam?
It's Leon.
Leon.
Your own
Leon.
NPC.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. Yes. Let me see. Oh.
What exactly is this bounty you are talking about?
Well, there's multiple people that we're looking for. There's
I don't know the term. You must forgive me.
well, people who break the law and they escape. The law puts bounties on them, and anyone who can return them to the law so they can face their trials will get paid for.
I see. So if we were to turn them in, we would get money for it.
Oh yes. There's a variety of people here that go from 500 to 5,000.
Can I take a look? That way, if I see them in the future, maybe I could get myself a bounty. Did I use that term correctly?
Yeah.
It's
Here.
booty.
You can see that there's 5 pieces of paper, and he's like, "There you go.
Gonna look through them.
You can pass them around, so you can."
Yeah, I'll
sure.
pass not to the crag cat, I guess, to
No. I'm just gonna be looking over your shoulder. So it's gonna be you looking like this, and then just some big ass cat just doing this to you.
If they try to look around Song, they're just gonna see like Lurt standing in the back, like illuminated by fire, just sitting there, blank face.
So
throughout-
who do I see on these 5 papers?
Throughout these 4 of them, one is a it says description is Gilbert for thievery, breaking an entry and everything. He's about 200 gold pieces. Human, male. Gilbert, you can see that he's seems to be a little bit on the older side, maybe like 40s. Has a receding hair going back.
How much gold?
200
200.
gold pieces. We're becoming bounty hunters. That's what's happening now, folks.
with a bounty on you too. With one of the
The best way to hide is in plain sight.
Exactly. Become a famous bounty hunter, they'll forget about Samuel Winchester.
Yeah, William the Bounty Hunter.
you can see that there is a female This one's Zara.
Zara.
Yeah.
Human.
Uh, horns.
Tiefling.
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 Thank you. Lost my train of thought.
Minotaur.
This. Sure. You can see that one horn is chipped on the side, and they kind of go at a ram kind of spiral. Curly hair. For murder of her husband. Hers is 800.
Okay, hold up. Who the fuck is her husband to be an 800?
That's a lot.
I mean,
Bounty
it's
hunter?
murder compared to thievery.
Mm-hmm.
But who the fuck is gonna play 800 gold pieces?
Someone who is not very happy.
The law? I mean,
Husband's wife. But wait a minute.
Yeah, the next one is a half orc. This one is a
Name.
Zarun.
Spell it. Zarun.
Sure, yeah.
I'm guessing male.
Yes, male. Bald. Big tusk.
Tiny penis.
wait, what did you say? Orc?
Half orc.
Half orc.
We're stalling, Samuel, so you could get away, by the way.
Yeah. Where are you heading off to, Samuel?
He's not trying to go like far into the woods because he doesn't want to die. He's just trying to get far away enough to where like okay, so imagine like if you get a bunch of trees like over here, you know what I mean, and like they're over there. He just wants to get a far enough radius to where like wherever they're going, he can like kind of keep avoiding them. You see what I'm saying? But not to a place to like just stand still and hide.
How many feet?
If that works,
How many feet away are you going?
I don't know.
Maybe like
fine.
60 feet would be good.
No.
I'm not. That's what I'm saying. I'm not
No.
trying to go too far off, but like
What?
60 moderate.
60 feet is enough.
Huh?
60 feet is enough.
Isn't.
That's what I'm
That-
saying. That's
that's
not a
one-
lot.
120?
Dash action
That's a dash
120
action.
maybe?
So
for 60 feet.
Go ahead and roll another stealth check. The first one was to not get seen. The second one's to not be heard now.
17.
17?
You
Yeah,
see
17.
him in the distance just go.
My name's Samuel Winchester.
And this is Jackass!
And this is Jackass.
This is Jack.
Falls off a fucking cliff.
What's it called? This one's for assault on an on a city guard. The half orc.
assault on city guard. Okay.
I'll be back. I'm gonna go get something really quick.
Okay. How much?
Oh, that one's 500.
Bruh.
Telling you, man, you could get a lot of money.
No, I'm
happy.
saying the husband. Husband. Important.
Yeah.
The fourth one is a half elf. Her name's Fira.
Fever.
Fira.
Fiera.
Sure.
Fiera. Fiera.
Okay. Or is it Feera?
Yeah.
I'm like choose.
The second one.
Feera
Yes.
or Fira?
No, the first one.
EE.
Yeah.
Okay, female half elf. Right?
Woman.
Yes.
I said female, Remy.
Mm-hmm.
Female half elf woman.
Exactly.
So, Iron Man half elf.
Yes. This one is has a decent list of like assaults, murder, escaping city guards and everything like that. But this one also says leader of the Black Claws.
Would Samuel know who that is? Oh wait, he's not there.
Yeah, you're not there.
Leader of the Black Penis. God
Well,
damn it,
somehow
Mortal.
dies.
That was Mortal that typed that. He said penis. So are you gonna say Mortal somehow dies?
Yes. Yes.
You heard that, Mortal. You can go kill. You can go kill him now.
And then there is lastly Samuel Winchester.
Oh wait, how much
How
was
much
hers?
was Fira?
Spiro? Oh, that was 1,000. And Samuel Winchester, do you want to say what you've done in the past?
Wait, he's a male human. All right.
No, on the paper it says female.
Oh god.
This is all improvised, but okay.
Just from
Murder?
what you, just from your like backstory, yeah.
Preston, I know you're gonna want to do it fast. Do it slow.
I'm not gonna do it fast. Okay, I'm not gonna do it fast.
But you just said
I'll
I'm not gonna do it fast.
I'll start with the first one.
Oh,
Murderer.
okay.
Murder. Yes, murder. I assume resisting arrest. Anything along those lines. Disrespecting city guards. Anything like that, like a hurting city guards, like attack on city guards, so assaulting an officer.
Yeah.
Larceny, like grand larceny, like actual huge crimes, like you know, um, pickpocketing. I don't know what
I'm just gonna
the
put
minor
thief
version.
in general.
Yeah. I don't know what the
Thievery.
minor version of larceny is, but whatever that is. Um, running away from officers.
Resisting
So
arrest.
something like
Resisting arrest.
arrest. Running away. He left city limits. I'm pretty sure that'd be illegal because it's just legal immigration. No, he left city limits. Not city.
Escapee.
Dynasty. Escapee. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And that would be pretty much it.
Generally, yeah.
You could imply everything else from that. He's done everything. Everything about
What's
it.
the bounty?
Yeah, what's your bounty?
2-0-0.
Has he committed genocide? Sorry,
No.
I didn't say it right. Has he committed genocide?
Committed genocide. Unfortunately not.
2,000 gold
Jester,
pieces.
2,000.
Okay. I was like, did I miscount? Because I wrote down 20,000 and I was like, damn.
Let's
Let's
put
is
him in.
expensive.
Remy, you see Sentinel's head just go.
I'm imagining Samuel. Imagining Lurt eating Samuel and then going to the Dynasty of Kari and just barfing up the remains and being like, yeah, look at him.
Wait, you left the 3 lawful characters to look at your fucking bounty.
Exactly.
That's not my fault. Y'all made good characters.
Who said we were good? Who said we were good? We were just lawful. All of us just turn our heads
Yeah, that's that guy right there.
simultaneously.
You see that guy right there, and I'm just like.
After looking through the pages, gonna thank you, and hand them back.
I thought you were gonna.
Oh my god, that would be so great.
Yes.
Specifically
thank you for
for
taking.
Sam.
Sorry, apologies for taking your time off your rest off the road. But yes, be careful. Some of these are very dangerous people.
Oh, did you get to look at our party? Sorry, I distracted you.
Fucking. If he didn't move, they totally would have left.
But yes, we'll leave you to this. Come on, boys. And you can see they start to walk away and go down the road that you guys have came from.
Fuck.
So they didn't check the party?
The body?
The party.
Party.
Party? No, they were checking you as they were.
As we were reading.
Like
Okay.
Yeah.
I rolled a 20.
If they were checking the party as like we were looking back, and if I noticed that, I would have been over the Owlbear cub.
Yeah, they would have gone the general like area around the camp, and
I'm just making sure they
yeah,
don't fucking step on the cub.
yeah, no, they would have came near the cub, and you would have just came up to them, and the one guy just like backs away, like
I'm a big ass fucking
yeah,
cat,
no,
dude.
he's like
love-
shit.
I love that. I love that fucking. Thank you.
Song's face is literally just blank, just.
It would be so great. Just be like, oh, well. Okay, well, I'm assuming Samuel would see the torches slowly get dimmer,
Yes.
start walking back towards the camp.
When you said that you were a criminal, did you know how much that meant?
Yeah.
May I ask why? You can see the flames on Song's head are a little more red than usual.
Samuel, this is the first time Samuel has ever looked like.
Bye,
Oh.
mortal.
Mortal.
Oh, okay, this is the first
Night,
time
mortal.
Samuel's ever just. Like normally, every time someone asks us something, he's like, "Yeah, no." This is the first time, like, as Song staring at him, Samuel's just like, kind of like.
Oh, never mind. He back.
So as Song's staring at him, Samuel's kind of just. You can see he's visibly contemplating, like he's just thinking about like all the moments. Leading up to
Song's
this.
just staring at you with like
Yeah, but
purple eyes
Samuel's
that are
kinda-
getting brighter and brighter.
Samuel's just kind of looking. He's thinking. He's just like. Tell you the truth, I really don't know anymore. It's been a while. It's been years. And if I had an answer song, I'd tell you, but I really don't.
I don't have answers. I want answers. I know you have answers. And I know it may be difficult for you to say them, but I want them. You nursed me back to health, and so I decided that we could work together. You said you were a criminal. I figured that would be okay. Fine, whatever. But now I know what you did. And not from your mouth, from someone else's.
Song, you came to my house. I didn't come to yours. So I'd appreciate if you back off me a bit. I don't have to explain myself to you. You can barely explain myself to anyone here. So I don't see why you're expecting answers from me when you have no answers for yourself.
If I had answers, I would give them.
Well, neither
I
do
would not hold them back, despite anything I've done. It is not my way. It hurt to tell them that they weren't here, or to even insinuate that you weren't here. I didn't have to lie. I wouldn't have been able to if I had to.
You didn't have to die for me. You could easily turn me in. I don't control you, Song.
No, you don't. So that's it then. You're not going to say anything. Fine. I will not be so helpful next time. I'll go back to my pad.
Problem.
Lert's gonna walk up to Samuel with the leaf on his hand and like pat him on the foot. We definitely would have eaten you in my hometown.
I'm not really concerned with where you come from, Larry.
I know, but I'm not gonna eat you here. Don't worry.
I appreciate it.
And Sentinel's gonna brush past him, just going.
Yeah, big tough cat.
No, I mean brush past him as in like, you know how cats like brush past your leg like that?
Yeah.
He's gonna nudge him just a little bit before going over to the owlbear and just sleeping. Well, resting.
The owlbear's still there, sleeping.
Yeah. I figured it's a cub.
Yeah, sorry to interrupt, but like my head is killing me. So can I think I should log off.
It's okay. Hi,
Okay,
Peggy.
Peggy.
Night, Peggy.
Hi, Peggy.
Sorry.
Thank you
Value
for
your
joining when you can.
Sorry.
Peggy.
No, it's fine.
We'll blame Michelle. Don't worry.
Yeah.
It's
And if
okay.
not Michelle, it'll be Remy's fault, anyways.
It always
No.
is, isn't it?
Well, it's more of always my fault. So.
No, 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 not when I'm here. When I'm here, it's me.
No.
It's mine.
Remy's the scapegoat.
Not
Bring
when
it
it
on.
comes to Bones.
Bring it on.
Bones always calls me the scapegoat. Mm.
The,
See,
well,
even Mortal says it's my fault.
Mortal's not speaking. He doesn't count.
Yeah. So everyone goes to their respective spots.
Yep.
Samuel, is
What-
there anything you want to do?
Did the old man see me?
Yeah. He's looking a little wide eyed and kind of keeps on glancing at
Samuel will
you.
approach him. Samuel will approach him.
Bang!
I don't think
No
any of us would
witnesses.
support you at that point.
No, I
Um,
would. Okay, Samuel's not. Okay, Samuel's murdered because I mean, it makes sense. He's not, but he's not cold-blooded murder. Just like with
as
the
you-
guy.
as-
Anything? Okay.
as you approach him, he kind of like scoots over. You're not too sure if it's out of fear or he's making room for you to sit down next to him. But he's like, wow, I didn't know you've done all that before.
I'm not laughing at the murder. I'm just.
Murder
I'm not
is
laughing at murder.
fun.
No. I know I'm happy because I get to play Samuel more into his actual. This is what I've been waiting for.
You were waiting for me to get mad at you? Okay.
I was waiting for this conflict because I'm like, there's no way I'm gonna get away with what I've done with everyone else.
I was waiting for it too. I was wondering when it was gonna happen.
Okay, but like he'll look at the old man like, well, I can't give you answers. I can't give you backstory. I don't. Like I said before, I'd rather you not know who I am, really.
Sure,
But
you
if
have
you
your reasons.
No, I don't. If I had my reasons, I would have been able to tell them, but I don't really know anymore. You don't have to give me the benefit of the doubt. I don't deserve it. So, if you want me gone, Black, out of your way. I understand. I don't want to put you in danger. You seem like a nice person. And I don't want to threaten you or get you in trouble for being around someone like me.
I've never lied to the guards before. That's pretty intense. Like goodness gracious. But
Fucking goodness
I mean, you
gracious.
saved my life. I can't. I can never repay you for that. You saved my life, even if you've done all those things. I mean, I don't know your past. I don't know anything about you. I just know that you saved my life, and that's someone with a kind heart that would have done that. Whether that was for some reputation or money or whatever, but because of you, I'm alive. Because of you and your he kind of stutters on friends, companions. Me and Buddy can keep on doing what we've been doing for years. But I mean, once we go to the city, I mean, we're gonna go our separate ways. But I don't mind. Just I mean, I feel like if you wanted to kill me, you would have done it already. But I don't mind your company.
Well, thank you, but it's gonna take a lot of good deeds to make up for all my sins. And Sam's just gonna kind of like walk off, just slowly.
As you're walking off, he's like, it's like, then you can count me as your one.
Yeah.
Enjoy the rest of your night. And he kind of like lays down next to Buddy and just.
Yeah. And Samuel will go to sleep. Can I roleplay it to where he's not like he gets the long rest, but he's not very restful? You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like
As he's
he'll be like tossing and turning all night.
Yeah, it's. I mean, you get your full amount. It's just, it's pretty hard for you.
Or
Like
will
it's.
sleep. Yeah.
Yeah.
as you were walking to bed, Lurt wanted to say something.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, just mentally, Samuel,
What?
are you lost?
Um, I don't know what I am, Lord. I'm a murderer, I'm a thief, I'm a killer. But I'm also someone who tries to help other people. You can't be both things at once. It's not how the world works.
You seem pretty lost.
Yeah, I am.
What do you do when you're lost?
Well, usually I drink, but we don't have any alcohol.
What's alcohol?
It's just something that takes away something that takes away the pain, I guess.
You should give some to me next time you have some.
Yeah, I'll try.
I will come over, pat you again on probably the shoulder or something, if you're like sitting down, and then he'll climb back up a tree
Poison, poison, poison.
with the leaf on his hand.
I don't know if anyone's saying the same, but he'll just he'll kind of just like he'll like pull out his gun. He'll just kind of stare at it.
Fuck.
No, he'll pull out his gun.
Jesus.
No.
Whoa.
No, he'll pull out his gun.
Look, we're giving you a lot of shit, but I mean,
No. He'll pull out his gun, and he'll just like kind of stare at him and be like. And I mean, I don't know if anyone's asleep. You know, he'll just mutter to himself. And if anyone wants to like make a perception or anything, he'll mutter to himself like.
I don't hear it. I rolled a 4.
Boy, he's not gonna. He'll mutter to himself and just be like, "What have I done?"
Soft 20.
You hear
So
it, Lurt.
Yeah, you hear it.
Sentinel with his passive perception probably hears it as well.
yeah, I can hear everything.
I hear all.
Well, even when I'm resting,
Well,
I can still perceive.
Yeah.
I'm just immobile.
Because I could make it to where everyone could hear it, but I want it to be more of a mutter thing to like stop.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you can roll a stealth check against my passive perception.
No, I'm not gonna roll a stealth check. I just want it to be up to y'all if you hear it or not.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, against my natural.
Well, I mean,
yeah.
would you use passive perception in that, like?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, my
Yeah,
point.
because
I just want people to hear it.
Casually.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
I'm
Yeah,
resting.
for those of you
Instead
who
of
are
actively
still up
listening, it would be casually listening.
yeah,
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
because they're not like They're just like listening to what's around them.
Yeah, I'm resting.
So yeah,
Okay.
and for a difficult night, sleep does take you, Samuel. Good night, mortal.
Night
night, mortal.
mortal.
Night,
Hopefully,
mortal.
Mortal.
hope you get better soon, man.
Eat shit.
Yeah. Get lots of sleep.
Mortal. Remy said he hates you.
That is falsitude. As a matter of
Yeah,
fact.
You just can't hear him because he's muted, but he's saying
What? I'm
you,
not
man.
muted. He can hear me.
no, he can't hear you. It's
And
okay.
also, Remy said he'll eat you so that you can feel better.
He'll put you on a plate with an apple on in your mouth.
I don't want to think about this too much.
I agree with you on that statement, Mortal.
No, 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 no.
By Mortal.
Night, mortal.
Night, mortal.
Sleep does.
That's the closest I've ever come to like actually like being really sad.
I know.
I was no joke like choking up for a second because I genuinely felt bad. I got really into it.
I'm sorry if I was too
No,
harsh.
it wasn't you. It was
Okay.
me. I felt so fucking terrible because I genuinely was like I was genuinely like, shit, what have I done? I was like,
I mean, that's role playing. That's why you.
It was
need
like,
to
That's
do
why
it.
I love role playing. It's
but
so
I was
much
like,
fun.
I don't want to. I didn't realize I was like, my throat kind of went like, I'm like, oh shit.
Gestured.
The Samuel, that song right now, that song as he's talking to Samuel, just it's like
He's walking away. He's like, "Fuck this guy."
Lert's hiding. Lert's hiding in a bush.
yeah.
He's hiding behind a tree.
Ooh, Jester.
Okay, level up.
I gotta send you. I
have a
gotta send you something
Yeah.
afterwards. I gotta
But
send
yes,
Preston, I'm not mad at you. I hope you know that.
he's mad at
I know,
Samuel.
I know.
Okay, cool.
I got into Samuel role playing. I didn't get. I understand. No, you were. I mean, I got into.
Cool.
Samuel's role
I'm
playing.
just
It was more
making
like-
sure because we had that
It was
conversation
when I was talking
the other day.
No, same thing with Linmar and Vati, where we had that moment.
Linmar went real hard on you too.
I was mainly talking to.
I'm like, give me some goddamn time, Linmar.
And also,
I was mainly
Preston,
talking to. It was when I was talking to Lurt.
Yeah.
Mainly.
Also
Lurt didn't make me cry. It was like it was the fucking, like the sad music and where I'm like I don't know. I usually.
I'm glad I added this song.
It was like
recently.
he's like I drink alcohol, and when Lurt was like, "What's alcohol?" and Sam was just like,
you're good, Preston.
It's good.
No, it was
Jester
good.
had,
know,
that,
I
Jester had that moment a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
Also.
Yeah.
it was it was perfect because it was like this like I'm having a serious conversation and Lurt does like his classic like, "Oh, what's alcohol?" and Sam was just like,
You son of a! Just start shooting at him.
"No." Sam was just like, yeah, like he's just like not in the mood for it normally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, so sleep does take everyone. Some quicker than the others. Some have a harder time sleeping. Some sleep like a baby.
Some don't
Um,
sleep.
Because
Some
one of
don't
them
sleep.
is a baby.
One of them is a baby. That's
Sentinel. But yes.
Yes.
Level up, level up.
Level up, everybody.
I have a question
Yay.
about a feature that I saw.
Should we
because
take a
I-
break for this, or what we
Maybe.
doing?
It's
What we doing,
it's a
Jester?
quick. It would be pretty quick, right? Everyone knows what
It would
they're
be
doing.
quick, but I have a question. It's just I think I have to ask about this feat because it deals
Alright,
with.
let's-
'Cause
Then let's take a break.
Real quick,
Yeah, let's
wait.
take
I
a-
actually need to go pee, so
Yeah.
that'll be fine. We will
Okay,
be
I
right
need to talk-
back.
I need
We
to talk to
will
Jester
be
about this.
right back.
folks.
We're back. We are here.
back.
Hello.
I feel
Hello.
like pina colada too.
We are done with leveling up, except
Peggy. We need to level up Peggy.
yeah. Well, I don't want to like mess with her
Yeah, no,
stats
we
in
shouldn't
case she
mess
wants
with
to
her
do with AS.
stuff. But
No, yeah.
Yeah.
So I'll ask her
So-
tomorrow what she wants to do.
Yeah, just tell her what all the extra stuff for her.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Roxanne.
Okay.
Um,
The
I don't
music
know.
was perfect, Jester. By the way, I don't know what music you picked, but holy
No,
shit.
and it's funny because I wasn't planning because I'm going through all the list. I'm going through
Yeah.
all the entire list of on roll 20 because it's free, and I'm like I'm gonna take advantage of all this. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go down this list and just kind of pick and kind of organize the way it is. And I was like, oh, I like this one, and I'm glad I did because it was pretty good.
Oh my god, it fit really well. I was so fucking. Oh my god.
Mm,
I'm so
Jester,
sad.
you should have played Despair and Triumph.
No, I know.
No.
I have that one.
That one will make Michelle either cry or break the computer. So it's probably good you didn't.
There is no in between. I'll be crying as I break the computer.
Oh, good. We have two sad boys, Vati and Xianlan.
Yeah.
But yes, you guys awake, and it is a pretty beautiful morning. The trees, you can hear the breeze brushing against the
Good
trees.
morning, Kanye. Shut the fuck up.
You can hear the light breeze brushing against the trees, making the leaves fall on top of y'all's faces and stuff. That was me. Sentinel, you can hear the little baby.
Okay.
If anyone likes, oh, are you gonna say something, bro?
No, I was just gonna wake up and cast Goodberry.
Yeah, it's currently starting. It's starting to like get off of the little nest you made, but of course you grab it and you just manifest the berries and you start mushing it for it. Starts to peck at your
Oh shit, spellcasters. That's right.
I get my one spell slot back.
You have two.
I only used one.
Oh, that's fair.
If anyone sees Samuel right now, like if anyone sees him,
Oh, Song's
He looks
probably
fucking-
staring at you right now.
if anyone sees Samuel, he looks fucking dead. Like he's up and he's just like he looks fucking gone.
Oh
like he's-
god, Leon took the gun and shot.
No, like Samuel,
I'm the Winchester now.
I'm the one with the 2,000 gold bounty.
Lurt would be up in the tree, and he would kind of be he would keep an eye, like one eye on the goblins, and then the other eye on Samuel.
The goblins are currently like they're still sleeping.
Yeah.
One of them has you see Lucky's foot on Jaw Drop's mouth. He's like,
Ugh.
see the
Yeah.
toes they have like long nails as well.
Ugh, no.
But if anyone sees him, he looks like just dead. Like it looks like it just looks like he got like 2 hours of sleep and like that was it. He just
Yeah.
camped there.
Oh well. Oh, that was an eventful night, but I hope everyone rested up so we can get back on the road.
Yes. This is cool.
All right, let's pack up. And he starts to pack everything back up onto the cart.
Oh shit, I didn't realize druids can change their list of spells after they finish a long rest.
Yeah.
Nightly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But a bard can only do it after a fucking level and can only do it once. It's bullshit. Man, I was so excited too. Anyway. Alright, you guys start packing up. Leon is on the cart. Buddy is in the back. He knows the routine. And he's like, okay. Should be one more night, and we should be at Thullbalder by tomorrow.
Good.
Is there anything anyone wants to do?
Blurt will be on the side of the cart.
I'm going to walk next to the cart today. Trying to
Okay.
walk out the stiffness in my leg. Stretch out the arm a bit. I'm actually going to take out both swords at one point and practice moving around with both of them. I seem to remember that I can do that.
Fuck you.
The pain in your arm, like it hurts in the beginning, but as you practice, it starts to wear down a little bit. You're getting used to it.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing with your leg. The leg's a little bit more on the rough side because of the recent battle.
Mm-hmm. I probably
battle wounds.
When I'm trying to walk and swing swords at the same time, I probably stumble. Like the first 10 or so times I do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
While you're doing that, Sentinel is just in the back and just pleasing the owlbear cub, letting it do whatever it wants.
It's currently trying to chew at your plates.
That's fine.
Ting, 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 ting.
He's not minding any of it.
No. It's trying to scratch at it, and you can hear the slight nails on the metal.
It's fine.
But yeah.
I'm not a humanoid, so I don't feel the tingly feeling on the back of your neck.
Yeah. Tries to crawl on your face, and you can see the eyes.
Michelle, just imagine a fork on a plate. Just...
Wait. A fork
Remy,
on a plate, you said.
Remy.
Do it.
It's ASMR.
Oh, wait. You want ASMR?
Yeah, ASMR.
Oh my god.
ASMR.
No. No.
We just lost subscribers now.
Sorry, everybody.
I love it.
But yeah, so when the owlbear's kind of like trying to climb up onto your face, and then you can just see his like big old eyes are just like looking at you.
Oh yeah, I gave everybody good berries, by the way.
Even Samuel.
And I'll be feeding
Would you give me any? Did you give me any?
Yeah.
That makes
Just
sense.
drop. You go at that, you just drop it on the ground.
No. No. I just go up to him. And just hand him the berries. Just,
this is your meal for the day.
I want meat.
2 for each one of you.
Did we get anything? Yeah.
You can have one of mine.
Ah,
No.
You can fight for it.
No.
what is this?
We are supposed to teach you to hunt.
You didn't teach us anything yet.
I look over to Saw,
Azzy. Oh.
who's practicing.
Do you wish to teach them, or should I?
I admit I'm not very familiar with hunting. At least, I don't think I am. But I can teach them other things. It depends what they want to learn.
I look over at them.
What do you wish to learn?
Get food.
Fair enough.
What weapons do you have?
Yeah. We have these, and they pull out like a rusty old dagger, and one has like a stick with what looks like it's like a makeshift spear. It's like a dagger, but he wrapped a rope around the stick.
Oh.
Okay. Then, as we're traveling, I am going to be teaching them like trapping skills.
I will be trying to help. I'm not sure how helpful I will be. but
I'll try to teach them trapping skills, and then yeah, I'm basically gonna tell them.
These will be your tools to survive. It will be up to you whether you die or not.
Roll a
a teaching check.
yeah, teaching check.
Survival.
Would it be
Yeah, sure.
intelligent to teach?
Roll a survival while they roll a intelligence to see how well they gather everything.
Does my helping help at all?
Sure. Good advantage.
Wow, that's a 2 and a 4.
Jesus.
What is this that you gave me, Remy? Your tray is cursed.
Listen, it was working fine originally. I don't know why it's changed. What did you do to it to change it? Did you try to bless it? Because it was already blessed, so if you tried to bless it, it may have counteracted.
That was.
So what is it, Ryle?
6 plus something.
6 plus 4, 10.
10? It's a little complicated for them to understand, but they gather a good majority of it. They just, at some points, you can just see them with their mouth open and just like, Like, they're really like confused. But towards the end, when you're telling them how to when they capture the food and everything, what to do to gut it and cook the meat and everything like that. That's when you can see like little sparks in their eyes, like, oh, that sounds good. You said you were going into a city, right?
Yes.
We're probably not welcome there.
If Ozzy is welcome, you are welcome.
Yeah, but we also want to try our hunting skills. Yeah, hunting.
What do you mean by that?
We want to try it. Might as well learn it, right?
What are you going to hunt?
Whatever's near there. And they point back. Like a little bit off the road.
Are they going to hunt humans?
Roll an insight check.
Don't know if I'm able to tell that.
I just want to say, because I haven't said anything, because I feel like while all this is going on, I assume there's space in the cart, right?
Yeah.
Same with the walk.
There's a. You can sit where Song was sitting, towards the back. It's a little space, but there.
I don't have a gun in my house. As you can clearly tell, arm. I mean, like an airsoft gun.
Michelle looked scared.
I'm just gonna use a controller, right?
So like, concerned. Yeah.
Samuel would just kind of like be sitting there, like sitting, kind of just like hunched over, and he'd be like looking at his gun, and he'd just be kind of like
playing with it. Yeah.
Yeah, just.
Lurt would move to the side of the cart that Samuel was on, because like I was picturing like if this was like the cart, the dog would be on one side, Song would be on the other, and then like Lurt would be on the opposite side of the cart.
Yeah, sure.
Because Song is fire, but Samuel.
Because Song is fire.
Yes, but Lurt would move to the side of the cart that Samuel was on and just sit there next to him.
Yeah.
Samuel would kind of glance at you and just be like.
Do you need anything?
I need to talk to Song, but I think I need a little cool first.
I don't think that's possible. He's kind of like... Lurt makes like a motion with his hands above his head.
I know. It's gotta be around time. He's pretty angry at me now. I think if I tried to explain myself, he wouldn't listen.
Oh, he might. I mean, he was asking for an answer, so, I mean, he would need to listen to hear your answer.
Just give it a few minutes.
I rolled a 7 on insight.
Want to hunt? Whatever's near wherever they pointed.
Okay, well, if that is what you want, then I suppose that is alright.
Yeah, we want to try it out. Yeah. They gather some of the supplies that you mentioned, Sentinel, just like simple stuff. And they're like, yeah. So, thank you for not killing us. Yeah, that would have been bad.
Remind me of the rules of goblin promises.
3 strikes,
What happens after 3 strikes?
we're dead.
As long as you remember that.
Yeah, and they kind of like hobble off the road. Bye, Ozzy. And
As they leave,
Ozzy
Lurt's
just kind
gonna.
of waves.
Hi,
Who the hell are you?
that's Ozzy.
As they leave, Lurt's gonna reach out to them. Hey, hey.
Huh?
If you try to hunt us again, I'm gonna eat you.
They go into the bushes.
If there's ever a moment across this is your choice, Jeremy. If there's ever a moment across this where Song is like not dealing with anything, Sam would approach you eventually.
After the goblins, I
Choice.
probably would have gotten back to trying to figure out how to use my swords both at the same time next to the thing. So
Okay. Well. Okay. God. All right. Samuel would hop off the cart. He'd, walk. He'd kind of just like,
do what now?
like he just kind of tap you. Like he wouldn't say anything. He'd just kind of like grab your shoulder,
I'll sheathe the swords.
Yes.
You said you wanted answers.
It would help me understand.
Have you ever lived on your own, Song?
No. Well, I don't know. I was afraid I was going to, but then I met you, and you seemed like you could help me.
I've been alone for a long time. I've been alone for a long time. Song. As he'd say this, he'd probably be like choking up. I can't do it now, but he'd probably be choking up. And I got used to fending for myself and fighting for myself. And it got out of control. I've done a lot of bad things. And when you're doing a lot of them all at the same time, you don't really have time to reflect on what you're doing. And, I'm trying to give you a good explanation, but when I say I don't know, I don't mean in the sense that I don't have answers. It's more that my answer is I really don't understand why I did those things. I fought for myself, I fended for myself, and I got used to taking things, and once I realized I could make a lucrative living out of it, I got greedy. And that's when I ran away, and I drowned my sorrows in the alcohol and all that, and, I don't really have time to process what I did. And it's been a long time since I ever really thought about everything I did. But, when you showed up, I saw this an opportunity to get my name back out there and to go back to the glory of stealing and robbing and killing, but I just, for some reason, I can't do it anymore. I can do it to people who deserve it, but I can't do it to those I used to.
You say you were not able to think about it, but you are doing it now. You are thinking about it now. You are thinking about your decisions you have made. Right?
Now, yes, but
Then that is all that matters. If you're just killing ruthlessly, then I would be concerned, and that's what I thought you were doing.
well, it was a song. I'm not gonna lie about that.
Was and now are different. I want you to convince me that those are two different things. From what I've seen, they appear to be different. But from what I saw in the paper, you have done a lot before that. Is that true?
Yeah. Yeah, I've done a lot.
Why did you save me? You had every opportunity to not do so. That is why I chose to go with you. You understand this? You told me. You told me that you were a wanted man. But for some reason, something inside of you said you would help me, and you did. I think that this Samuel Winchester you say you are is not who you are. It is not your name. Your name is inside of you. And I mean it when I say this. I think you don't know what it is yet.
I'll be honest, Song, you're the last person I've ever really, well, maybe not last. You're the only real person I've really, I don't know if I'd call it friendship, companionship, whatever. I didn't like making you upset, is what I'm trying to say. I think you can tell by my condition.
I want you to look at me in the eyes.
He'll look at you, like just...
No, I
Look
want,
at
I
me
want
when
you
I'm
to do
speaking
it.
to you.
You look at me. Why are you running?
He'll look at you, like look up at you.
Tell me, right now, what are you doing? Are you just going out to set the name you used to have back? Or are you going out to find a new purpose? I want you to tell me the truth.
I'm trying to change who I am, Song.
Then that is what matters, and I will help you with that. We will burn that paper together. But I need you to prove to me that you are trying. Otherwise my temple will flare. You will find that fire is comforting, but it can burn. And so I ask for your forgiveness for it burning last night. Do we understand each other?
Yeah.
Then all is well.
Good. He'll stay by your side.
Together we can do it a lot. We've seen it happen already. If we stick together now, I'll try to help you find your name. And hopefully I will remember who I am eventually.
Thank you.
Alright. As you guys continue on the road, each of you having your small conversations to keep the time going by. Um, you come to another 3 points of 3 points to a road. One that leads a small sign. It says Rivenlow, um, heading towards this uh, towards the lake. It's a decent sized town, about the same size town as Troutwell.
This lake up here.
What? Yeah, there's
Okay.
a town over there, and I'll put it up there with like everything else. Uh, and when the main road keeps on that you're following says Thulboulder.
Okay. Bye bye. Whoever left. Whoever died.
There's Ryle.
What was it?
Thulboulder.
And what was the other one?
Oh, Rivenlow.
Like Riven Low,
Yeah.
O-W-L-O-W, Low?
Yeah,
Okay,
I'm
cool.
very simple. I'm gonna try not to.
No, I'm just making sure I'm spelling it right, because I have a spelling problem.
So do I, and that's why I go simple. But yes, as you are traveling, you've been seeing like a few people coming by the main road, and some of them are friendly. They wave at you, good day, good day. Some of them ignore you. They keep in their conversations to themselves. Um, you do see a one cart, kind of like what are they called? The ones that you can go inside of,
Caravan?
Like station wagons?
like a like a noble cart
Chariot.
with
Carriage?
Carriage, that's it.
carriage, kind of like a carriage, yeah.
Chariot.
Chariot.
Fucking.
Someone's been in what was it? Your mythology class too much.
Yeah.
With this, you can see that there's a couple, looks like to be guards, and as they pass you by, you hear "halt, halt," and then they stop as you guys are passing by, and you see a person pop up. Where do I have this?
What is up with you and Michelle today, Ryle? Is Discord just being dumb?
It's Discord because we have our cameras on.
Damn.
You see that an individual pops up from inside the carriage. This one is a very bulky half orc, and he looks up at you all just like, and it doesn't look like a noble. Looks more of like he has like plated armor across his person. Has like a big old sword on his side, and he looks towards you all. Are any of you fighters?
You could say that.
Oh, I am hiding the owlbear, and the goblins left us, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Except
yeah.
Ozzy still.
Yeah. I'm hiding the owlbear within my shield.
You could say this, yes.
And they're kind of like not blocking, like purposely blocking, but they're going the same way towards Thulboulder, and they're kind of going a little bit faster. Are any of you going to the tournament in Vladora?
I'd not heard of such things before.
Oh, okay, good. Well, I'm participating in the tournament, which is more of a they do sorts of fighting. It's sort of fighting arenas and battle royales and such. So I wanted to test out my strength. I wanted to see if any of you were heading off that way as well.
Which direction would it be from here?
Well, I hopefully I'll see you there because it'd be nice. It's past Thulboulder, and you just follow the mountain range, and it's the capital of Solace. So
Man, I really made myself look like a foreigner then, didn't I?
Towards the east or north?
you would go east past Thulboulder, and then you would go south, downwards, and then you should see a mountain path. There's the capital.
We are heading that direction, however, I do not think we were planning on going to the tournament.
Well, unfortunate because you're seeing that the new champion as he flexes his muscles.
What might your name be?
You can call me Muntus.
Spell that.
Muntus. Muntus.
Muntis.
This Valdora. It is the capital of Solace.
Oh, yes. I'm coming from Zobet, from a small town in Zobet, but I've been training my whole life for this.
Why is everyone from so bad?
God, I keep forgetting where I'm from.
You're from so bad.
Yeah.
Blurt was not from a desert.
Well, okay, everyone is an exaggeration, yes. Capital of... I'm totally blanking on the country we're in.
Solace.
Solace.
We're in
Thank you.
Solace right
Jesus.
now. God, I keep forgetting that I'm from Zobet.
You're like somewhere in the middle, like of
Yeah.
the borders.
This champion. What is he or her? What are they?
Oh, I have no idea. All I know is I've been training for this battle. I have to fight through some newbies, but that shouldn't be a problem. As he's like flexing and basically just showing off to y'all. has a bit of a big head on him,
No, really?
slightly,
Can we breathe around him, or is his ego just suffocating?
slightly suffocating.
Mm.
And you can see, like, for those of you who are paying attention to the guards, you can see them. They're just like rolling their eyes, and like,
Well, if you're looking for someone to practice with, I'm sure someone in our party would be happy to.
save my strength.
Damn it! I wanted to have a fight with him.
Alert would have volunteered.
I don't got time for travelers here. I need to rest up. Just wanted to show you that who's the new champion is gonna be.
I would hate for you to be shown up by a bunch of travelers.
You can see. Takes him a little bit. He's like, just alrighty. He just closes the door to the thing.
I look over to Song.
He's quite slow.
Can I eat him?
As tempting as it is, no. He just needs to
Well,
be shown.
if I go to that tournament thing, and I win, can I eat him?
Do not know how these tournament things work.
I don't even know what a tournament is.
I presume it is where you fight. That much is all I can assume.
Do I
You
know?
eat them if you win?
Do I know?
What a tournament is?
Yeah, from my background.
Yeah.
Probably, right? They did it for sport. Yeah.
Yeah.
A tournament is where people will be fighting against each other, and whoever comes out unscathed in the end is the winner.
Do you eat your opponent?
No, typically, a tournament, at least as far as I know it, was only for sport.
What is sport?
Sport, a game where you do not eat your opponent.
Ooh, I know what a game is. I learned this.
Yes, we played a game the other night, and remember, there was no eating involved.
Unfortunately.
Solely for entertainment.
I'm going to try to hail one of the guards before they go off again.
Speaking of which, I'm looking at Samuel. What is he doing as the guards are passing by?
As the guards are passing by,
Yeah.
he's kind of just like, yeah, I mean, what Jeremy did. Like, literally, if the card's still there, he's just kind of gonna be like, like holding it. Because, I mean, the hat's pretty big. It's not like this. It's like, it goes like out to here.
Mm-hmm.
So he just be kind of like leaning
No,
his...
no. I just imagine it now to be a baseball cap, but the visor is just abnormally large. Just
Like the Korean 8 hats. The...
no, it's just from the front.
But
And
yeah,
also, just so you guys, as you guys look at them, they don't seem to be like soldiers. Seem to be like mercs.
Yeah.
Swords for hires.
Okay, mercenaries, yeah.
I figured no, but I'm still looking at them to see if they notice.
Yeah, they're just kind of like doing their own thing, kind of making sure you guys don't make a move or anything like that.
I'm gonna try to hail one of them.
Excuse me.
One human with like a big old bushy beard. Oi!
Is he as much as he talks about?
Looks inside, closes the door. Yeah, I think they'll talk, to be honest. He's been non-stop talking about it since we picked him up near the borders.
Which borders
But at
would that
least
be?
up in Zobet.
He did say that. Never mind.
Yeah. Well, at least he's paying us, though. So I don't care what he talks about. And he kind of goes back to his position.
I have to admit, this tournament intrigues me.
Me too.
And he's like, you can hear and the guy on top gets the horses and dirt is thrown past you guys.
Well, I have the shield over the owlbear, so.
That reminds me. What are we going to do about your friend, Sentinel?
I wish to nurse it until it will become independent. When it will become independent.
Going to peek over the shield to look at the owlbear.
It's probably scratching at the shield.
Yeah. As you peek over, you can see it's scratching at Sentinel's shield, but then looks up at you with the big old owl eyes and just like.
I do not understand this thing, but okay.
Tries to reach up at you.
No, I'll just back away. It just...
I'm assuming that thing is not food.
It can be.
Interesting.
However, I am acting as its adopted parent, and I will act as such.
What is adopted and what is a parent?
You see Sentinel's hand just turn into claws.
I can take this one. Adopted is when you are given to someone who is not your parent. Now, a parent is someone who gives you life.
You are a frog, yes.
Yeah. I'm a ground.
I turn to Song.
Frogs typically do not nurture their own. They are left to fend for themselves at their birth.
I see. I learn more every day.
We just lay our eggs in a pond and then leave.
It seems a little bit unfair.
Well, no, the green grungs take care of the young.
How many different colors of yourself are there?
6.
Interesting.
Green is the lowest.
So it is not considered an honor to take care of the young.
Well, I mean, the young grow pretty fast, and then we all lay our eggs in different ponds. So the red grungs lay our eggs in the red pond, and then the green grungs lay their eggs in the green pond. You keep the eggs separate,
I see, I see.
so then they grow up to be that same color.
Although Song is saying, I see, you can see just massive amounts of confusion in his face. And his flames are like almost a greenish color.
You confuse me though. You're not supposed to change color that much. You have to go through a special ceremony. But you change color all the time and you confuse me.
Well, in that we are the same.
What happens if we throw chemical salts on his hair?
I will literally explode.
As for this tournament, I would like to visit it after Thol Boulder.
Is that a good idea, Samuel? Not Samuel. Samuel. What are we calling you now?
William.
William, thank you.
Can you repeat the question? I'm sorry.
This tournament we are going to. Is it a good idea?
We're going to a tournament?
Maybe.
This is genuine confusion because he's like really, he's still really like
Out of it.
out of it.
There is apparently a tournament in the capital.
Ooh, I thought we were going to Thol Boulder.
The border is on the way.
It is past Thol Boulder.
Well, I know for one, I'm not going to partake in it.
Fair enough.
And now that we mention it, should we give you a disguise to better hide yourself?
Probably a good idea.
Do you have a cloak of any kind on you?
I forgot you existed. Hello again.
Hi, yeah.
What did the poster look like? Did he have a hat on?
It was mostly just him without the hat.
Yeah.
To get a clearer face on him. But generally the facial features are pretty close to his.
Well, I mean, that would make sense.
Yeah, we're not
What
going to
do I
point
have
that,
with
but
I mean, do you have a cloak for yourself?
I don't know what I'm wearing now. But
Well, hang on one second. And he stops the cart because he was starting to move forward. Goes to the back. Oh, excuse me, buddy. Alrighty. Goes through his you can see like a little pouch. Pulls out like a cloak. It's a little bit of a grayish cloak on him. Say, well, I usually use this for other whenever it's cold or such, but you can have this.
Thank you.
But I personally have never been to those tournaments, but hear a lot of people get hurt. Definitely.
What is the reward?
You get to have a title, and I believe there's money involved.
A real man would make his own title.
I look over to Samuel whenever he says that. there's no expression on my face. There's never any expression on my face, so you just see this blank kind of stare on you.
Like this.
the camera focused weird whenever you did that gesture. It really completed the effect.
It's Mark Zuckerberg.
Oh my gosh.
Good old Marky Poo.
Merkin
Yeah. But yeah, can probably get back on the road here.
That we should.
All right.
Could Samuel change it to the cloak? Like, just like put it on.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can feel like it's a little bit worn, but nothing that you're not used to.
We'll take the hat off as well.
Mm.
I mean, it's a big ass cowboy hat. He'll take it off.
As we're walking, I'm just gonna walk up to Samuel. Just as he's on the cart, I'm just gonna walk up right beside to the cart where he's at.
There is always room for change.
And I'm gonna step back away from the cart.
God, everyone's giving you a lecture today, dude.
What? Lurt hasn't given him a lecture.
He kind of did.
He's an asshole with me.
Wait, when?
You said you should talk to Song and tell him what he's asking for.
Oh no, he was just giving advice. When he was like, I don't know if he would listen, Lurt was like, he'll probably listen. Oh yeah, while we're traveling, Lurt's gonna like take out a dagger and start carving like a spiral into the side of the cart.
Song,
Yes.
how do you feel about our companion?
Last night I let my fire boil too high. I sense that he is on a different path from what he once was. And I think he needs help getting there.
Does he, or will he find it himself?
I often find that when you are by yourself, it is harder to do things than you think it will be. It is better for one to find themselves on their self, but at the same time, guidance could help. It is a difficult topic.
Guidance may help, but in the end, it will be up to him to find himself.
That it will.
Hello, Ozzy Ozzy.
Hi.
Yes. As you guys continue the path on the road, you guys can definitely see the mountaintops, and in the I lost my train of thoughts. You can see the mountaintops and the hills kind of go up and down as you travel the roads. And whoever's looking out, you guys can roll a perception check for me.
I'm focused on my blades. I'm not keeping a lookout.
13. Wait. 14.
What'd you get, Ryle? What'd you get?
Okay, I want to say after last night with what happened, Samuel will probably be a little bit more wary. But he's also really fucking tired. Do you want me to like roll with like a different effect, or can I just roll a normal one?
If you want, you can roll with disadvantage.
I'll roll with disadvantage because I want to say he's looking out, but at the same time he's pretty.
So basically, you did take a point of exhaustion. Is what I'm hearing.
I took a flavored point of exhaustion. I wanted the okay. I'm sorry. I wanted the wrong.
No, you're fine.
I just want to be more like his mind is so focused on what happened last night, but like he's still looking out because he now knows there's guards just patrolling the main roads looking for him. Like fuck that. He's like shit.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that was a 3 plus.
What the fuck are you rolling so much for, man?
No, I'm just mad at my dice. 3 plus 6, so 9.
9, and then what'd you get, Samuel?
16.
Sorry?
16.
16 and Alert?
14. Sorry.
Let me see what he.
Oh fuck.
This close to the city, we're getting something? Oh boy.
Um, no. Okay.
Oh.
As you guys continue the path, you guys reach a little bit of a hill because it's starting to hug towards the mountains. Uh, you get right on the tippy top of this hill where there's some trees, and towards the starting to become like later in the afternoon. The day goes without any issues. People that pass by, Samuel, you're starting to get a little worried, so you start to put your hood up more often when people come by. Uh, but other than just some friendly hellos and some people passing by, your travels go without any issues. As you reach the top of this hill, the small little clearing with a little bit of trees that there is, um, you actually see the city a little bit of a distance away.
Hmm.
And at this time, it is around 8, and it would take you about another good 5 hours or so to get over there. But um, as you guys see, you can actually see some of the lights, torches from a very far distance. Ah, well, at least now we can see it.
It
I
is
think
very
that's
true.
good. But I think it'd be nice to take a break again, let the horses rest.
Indeed.
But alrighty. Unless you guys want to head off, but if you guys don't mind, it'd be nice to have some company.
I think we can afford another night.
All right, and you can see Leon with a bit of a smile, and it's like, all right, well, he's gonna reach over the car to get the supplies. He's like, oh, he looks at you, son. You got it, right? Awesome, cool. Um, alrighty. And at this point, you guys get another rest. Forever, whoever is gonna be taking the shifts, which is probably gonna be Sentinel and
Yeah, and
Alert.
Or,
because technically we're just
oh my
no,
god.
asleep. Do you want me to
Oh
roll?
my
as well?
god.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Are
Oh my
those
god.
good oh my
Roll.
gods or not
Wow.
good
No,
oh my
it's
god?
so bad.
I don't know
So
why,
bad.
Ryle. I'm sorry.
It's
Oh
just so
man,
bad.
good dice, dude.
I rolled 12.
Okay, you know what? That's a 4 plus 6, 10. Thank God for my high
Modifier.
modifiers. It's like I'm a rogue.
No, it's not.
Oh yeah, what'd you get, Rob?
10.
Um, today or tonight, the little Albert's being a little restless, being on you the
I didn't name
entire.
him. I did. I did.
What'd you name him? You never told me.
I don't know.
Tony.
Did we ever reach a consensus on between donut and falafel?
And I think this is up to you, man.
It's up to you.
Yeah.
I like
is all you.
falafel.
Falafel.
What?
Um, but what's it called? Uh,
Preston.
so confused. Um, the little Albert is being a little restless today, so your focus is not really to pay attention. Like being on you the entire walk, he's already restless, and he just wants to be on the ground. He's just looking around. He does try to go a little bit out, further out, away from you, but you keep on trying to keep him in, and that just kind of makes him want to bite at you and scratch at you a lot more.
Oh no. With that, I'm actually just gonna cast Druidcraft. I'll just click it for you to see. It'll be a Druidcraft for him, so that he is, or it is just going to be distracted. The flower bed that I made him,
Okay.
so that he stays inside. inside the encirclement.
Starts to like, don't be moving that or remove that. I saw that.
You do see
Um,
nothing.
you can see that he's slightly a little bit distracted. And plays with the flowers and the plant life that's up and around him. And slowly gets tired and goes to sleep after a little while. Those flowers are pretty much messed up now because of his claws and beak.
That's fine.
Yeah. So yeah, with your watch you don't see anything. Alert. You're just looking at the owl bear thinking like that's a good snack.
It's too small.
Too hairy or too furry.
One of it be very filling.
And but your night goes without any issues.
Okay.
And as you guys awake, you can see that Leon is already ready up and ready to go. It's like, well, we're almost there. Just a couple more hours, and we should be there again. But yeah, you guys ready to go?
Yes.
Samuel's looking better than yesterday.
Good.
He slept pretty well.
If anyone else doesn't want to do anything or talk about anything, you guys make your way to Thulboulder. And as you approach these the two mountain sides, you can see that it's a pretty clear path. As you're coming down the hill, it's a pretty clear path from this side, from the front of the city to the back, all the way to the other end of the mountain path. And you can see that the city's right in between these two. And the wall that's right in front of it towers at 35 feet to 40 feet up. And you can see that there's towers all around inside the mountains, on the walls, and it's a pretty nice place. As you guys get closer, you can see the walls have a little bit of green on them, kind of like in some of the cracks and some of like the little sections of them. And you can see that this seems to be more of like a fortress than a city. The city is pretty. It's big, but not comparatively to like a very, very large city.
Not comparative to what I've seen.
Yeah, no, this is pretty small. And
minuscule.
for you, Sentinel and Samuel and I guess Song, this seems to be more of a fortress than anything. You can kind of assume that because of this is a pathway that can go deeper into the main section of Solace, that they made this to be like a fortress. So that way, if they were ever invaded, that they could probably hold off here.
Like an outpost. Like
there
an
you go.
Outpost city.
Somewhat like of an outpost, yes. Because of how the walls are, like they're, you can see.
Yeah, it's right between mountains, so it's supposed to be an impasse.
Yeah, there you go, an impasse. That's what I was looking for. You can see the. Yeah, on the other side, on the walls you can actually see the banners of Skyda, which is the area that you guys are leaving, which is the shield and the sun in the middle. And next to it is another banner, which you can assume is the other side of Solace, or the other side of Thulboulder, which is a sword planted into the ground and roots coming from the sword itself, which looks something like that.
Oh, there's a drawing.
So that's where you guys came from, and this is the area that it's on the other side.
Okay.
As you guys approach the gates, you can see that there's people coming in and out. You can see some small shops that are on the outside of the walls. They're selling like small things like fish, some food, some fruits. Some of them are selling like simple weapons, like a small a short bow, some arrows, and such like that. Um, and on the wall where the entrance is, you can see some of the guards are kind of talking to some people, and letting them pass and exit and all that. Um, Leon kind of stops. He's like, "Well, here I am. I'm probably gonna stay outside in the city just to make sure they go through all my supplies and everything like that. But if you guys want to, you guys can go inside, and it's gonna take me a little while to get through all this procedures, you know."
Gonna walk up to him.
Thank you so much for everything.
No, thank you. Thank you for saving my life, Song, and Samuel, and Sentinel, and Ozzy, and Lurt. Thank you all. If it wasn't for you, I'd be dead. My family's gonna be real happy about that. I'll tell them all about you.
William.
Oh, right, William.
Thank you.
And he kind of like, well, I better be off then. And you can see that he goes off to the side and calls over some guards. You guys are here at Boulder at the gates. And as you enter, the guards kind of give you a look, looking at you. Samuel with his hood down. Go ahead and roll a stealth check for me.
Okay, come on, baby, come on.
Can Lurt prestidigitation like a really bad smell in front of the guards?
A bad smell?
Yeah.
Go put it on the chat.
Is inspiration for rerolls?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm gonna
Okay.
do this.
An odd odor. So he wants to like kind of distract the guards, so
Ooh, nat 20! Nat 20 with the reroll.
You can see
With
the
inspiration.
big old gates that are about 20 feet going and it's about the same height as the wall, which is about 30 feet. So you have a lot of space to go by, but the guards kind of look at you, and some of them are just like, oh, and they just avert their eyes from you, and you just go in.
Remy, please.
From me?
What?
No, Remy.
What?
Remy farted.
No.
What?
Wait, did Samuel smell really bad?
I did?
no, what Lurt did was he cast a prestidigitation in front of the guards to make it smell really bad.
I did it earlier. I did not do it now. Shush. Shush you.
Is that why you had a mean face on yourself? You were just smelling that. You're like,
My God, I despise all of you.
I didn't do anything.
And you can see that there's a few guards on top of this little stand, and they're kind of like checking up on everybody that's coming in and coming out. And there you go. You guys are here, and you can see that it's pretty much a straight road all the way to the other side of the mountains.
Not right.
And the road itself is stone. Like almost like solid stone. There's no like, there's a little bit of like cobblestone and everything, but pretty much you kick underneath it, it's stone.
Okay, but how many plants do they have around?
Not much. Like there are a few trees and shrubberies and all that are potted and everything like that, but
Shreddable.
But it's not like it's not integrated well, right? It's mostly buildings rather than.
Yes, and the buildings themselves, most of them are made of like stone.
Okay.
There's some intricate of wood and other materials, but most of it, like you can say that it's stone all the way. There's some houses up front, there's some buildings, some towers, and they kind of go up the mountain paths as well. So you can see that there's some buildings that are on top of them, like on the sides of mountains and everything like that. And there's crosswalks and all that.
Okay.
People walking on the sides of the mountains, like stairs going up and going down, all sorts of ways. Some going inside the mountain and everything.
Sentinel's just gonna be taking it all in. Just does the whole blink.
There is a lot to see here.
Indeed, there is a lot.
I know you want to go to the library, but I could use something to eat and drink. I mean, your good berry is good, but I want something a little bit more.
Understandable. If you wish to go find for something to eat, I can go search for the library myself.
So be it.
I would enjoy a drink right now.
Ooh, is that the alcohol you're talking about?
Yeah.
Ooh, I'll come with you.
All right.
We will try to find you.
Understood.
Go ahead and roll a survival check, Sentinel. And Song and Samuel and Lurt, if you guys want to roll as well for trying to find a place.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Natural 1.
Would this be investigation or survival?
Survival.
Okay,
Survival,
fine.
okay.
Fuck, I just want to roll
Wisdom
something I'm
first.
good at. Oh, 17.
you touched- Oh, there you go.
I also got a 17.
I have a 0 modifier. I just rolled that.
I also got a 17.
22?
But that's 14 plus 3.
Okay. So, Samuel and Song, you guys kind of get the feel of the city, especially you, Samuel. And also, you kind of hear like as you're kind of like exploring, you do hear a couple of people mentioning a few taverns. There's one called the Glistening Mug, Stonehill Tavern / Inn, and the Pillow Palace.
I did not get any of that. Oh, they're looking for it. Okay.
Yeah.
The Pillow Palace. It's good. That's a good name. It's a good name. It's good. It's good. It's good.
Which one do you guys go to?
Can you repeat them again?
Glistening Mug, Stonehill Tavern / Inn. That's a natural place too.
Fuck you, Jester.
Yeah, I know.
What?
Stonehill Inn. Not Barthen,
Toblin.
Is that? Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, I just looked up some random shit. Then the Pillow Palace.
I do not know about the rest of you, but this pillow palace sounds intriguing.
I don't know what a pillow is.
As long as he has alcohol, I'm fine.
Allow me to explain. Have you ever... No, you don't sleep.
No.
I don't think you would care what a pillow is. Because it helps you sleep. I do not think it tastes very good.
Well, I'm following you guys.
Alrighty.
Very nice.
Good for you.
Very nice.
You get your advantage now for doing that. Okay. You can as you kind of like also ask around, people point to you to the center of the town. This is a very well-known uh, place to rest, drink, eat. It's all about the stuff. Comfort as well. A lot of people have mentioned comfort. Uh, and as you come to this, it's a three-story building, and it has like a this beautiful marble stone staircase going upwards, and these pillars that are making it look like a very um, you took mythology, right, Remy?
Yes, I did, but I'm not entirely sure what you're talking about.
Like those places, you know what I mean? Like with the pillars. I'm trying to get the idea.
Temples?
Like temples, yeah. It's
Okay.
very
Parthenon, like the Greek Parthenon or something.
yeah, it's something similar to that. It's and you can see that there's
It's
these
bougie.
purple. Yeah, yeah. You can see that it's like purple banners or tapestries running across like one side and wrapping around the middle and to the other side. Big wide windows in the on the top bottom floor, smaller windows. You can assume this is a place to stay, multiple rooms and everything. And as you look upwards and as you're coming up to the stairs, you see that there are individuals. There's one female um, female elf. She has her hair is all the way down. She's wearing like a silk, very beautiful silk dress, very complimentary on her figure and everything. And you can see that there's a man in the same kind of silk. Um, he's a human, very clean shaved and everything. Has a very warm smile. They both do, and they're like, "Welcome to the Pillow
Oh my
Palace."
god, why'd you pick this fucking place?
And as you guys enter,
I was kind of a part of me was hoping this would be the case,
Yeah, me too, honestly. Me too.
just to see how Samuel would react.
as you guys enter, you get hit with this smell of incense and smoke, and you
God.
can see that there is a well, that sounds very attractive with the cows. There are cows in here. No, you see that it's an open place. You come
So
up.
many cows. It's only cows.
Wait, there was something. Where
You
was
know,
it?
they just accept all races, even minotaurs.
Wait, I'll use this for now. You can see that you come up to a balcony and you can see down and you can see that it's a pretty open place. There's like certain sections with pillows where you can sit, and you can see individuals enjoying like a very fine fruits and are being comforted by people who are comforting them. Stroking their hair, washing their face, and all sorts of things like that. You can see in the very front or in the very back of the room that there is a stage where some uh, there's some women dancing, and in the back you can see that there's some men dancing as well, and they're just putting on a show. On the side you can see the a couple of people with harps and other soft instruments as well. As you guys head down the stairs, there's people that are wearing the same kind of silk robes, and they're kind of like just hi, welcome, and they're just like in you. It's a little uncomfortable, but
Samuel's like if anyone ever touches him, Samuel's gonna be like, no, like he's just gonna like visibly be uncomfortable the entire time.
Lurt, do you see those big cushy looking things over there? The ones that people are laying on. Those are pillows. You see that?
You just hear
Why did we pick this place?
this place hurts me.
I don't like it.
You
This
do
place
not like it?
smells funny.
you haven't gone to the second floor.
Breathing smells weird.
There is smoke
What?
in the air. It is familiar.
Breathing smells weird.
That's exactly what Larry says.
As you guys head to the bottom of the staircase, what is this? Is this? Nope, nope. Is this
God,
it?
I'm so scared.
As you get to the bottom of the staircase, you can what the fuck?
Boss fight! Boss fight!
What is this here?
Patron, is that you?
You can see that on the side there's a very long against the wall bar. And as you get to the bottom of the staircase as well, don't be moving my stuff, Remy.
We're in Thorbolder.
No, I will move it.
Oh.
You can see that there's a half orc with a very fine silk shirt, and he's like, "Welcome. Did you require any comforts or rooms of some kind? Food?"
I believe we are just getting drinks.
The hell out of here.
Right this way. With a very calm smile, he points you to the bar.
Samuel's like fucking. If y'all have ever, Samuel's been like cool and collected all this time. Samuel is incredibly uncomfortable right now. Like this is the most you've ever seen him be uncomfortable. He is fucking like he's done.
Lord is like gagging.
Yeah, I imagine.
We're just getting drinks. Are you okay?
I don't think you understand what kind of place this is. So.
Lurch in the back.
It's always like, ooh, like,
Should we leave then?
I would prefer to, but if you want to see what's in here, I'll follow.
We've come
What
this
kind
far.
of place is this? You said
It's very touchy-feely, and I don't like it.
well, if anything touches me, it's gonna die. So
That's what I'm worried about. But maybe we should stay here. Maybe we can find out something. I'm not sure. But we're already pretty much in here. Why not just commit?
One drink.
Okay.
Yeah.
As you guys get to the bar, you have a seat, and you can see that there's multiple bartenders, all different sorts of races and everything. And they're like, one comes up to you, and she says, "Can I get you anything?"
Who? Me or Song?
All of you.
Oh God, I hate the tunnel. A whiskey.
A whiskey? Is that all?
Hate the weird tongue. Sam was like, yes.
Okay, one strong whiskey for the handsome man.
I hate it so much.
I love making people uncomfortable.
And she kind of does like one of these. Like she turns and she kind of like rubs the bar.
Oh, dude.
And with a smile.
My reaction right now is exactly what Sam was. Sam was just like, like he's just like really.
And then she kind of like looks back like a little cute look back and like, anything for y'all?
Oh my God.
Is this whiskey you get, is that good?
What is it? I was
asking Samuel if the whiskey was good.
It is. It's pretty strong though. I don't know how much you drink.
Do you have fire brandy?
Of course.
I'll have what he's having.
Pours y'all drinks and everything. That'll be 3 gold pieces.
I'll pay 3 gold pieces.
Each?
No, for the whole thing.
Yeah, I'll pay.
1 gold piece per drink? What?
1 gold piece per drink. We're in a bougie place, bro.
Wait. Okay. You know what? I'll do it later.
Well, Song, you actually feel like a slight like rub on your shoulder. You can see that there's a dark-skinned female. Her hair is like little, like all kind of like all over the place. You look interesting. What kind of stories do you have?
Stories I wish I can remember.
She's like, okay. She's being philosophical and shit. I'm waiting for someone to touch alert and then just fucking
Die. Just dies
It's
on
like,
the spot.
oh, look at you.
I don't
Oh,
know. I
oh.
don't know how they would do that.
But just like, oh,
You
Mickey.
can see
Oh
that
my god.
you can see that there's people like somewhat avoiding alerts and more
Alert.
going towards you guys.
Yeah, I imagine.
But she kind of like say, "Oh, I like her mysterious."
Uh,
I'd appreciate your attention, however, I think we are just getting drinks today.
All right, handsome. You come visit me again?
We'll see what happens.
oh, so you fucking.
She kind of like does like a little thing on her chin like that, and she walks off and goes bothers another person.
Lurt just looks over slowly at Samuel. Um,
Just drink it away. Just drink it away.
what is she? What is that? Is she?
What is that?
What is that?
I don't want to get into details. Let's just say she wants to.
I do not understand why you are acting this way.
So, you know what this kind of place is, right?
Of course.
The way you eat, man.
I mean, you can drink here, apparently.
But it's not. It's
I can't tell you why I know, but I know.
What do you do here? I don't get it.
You drink and enjoy yourself. It is a place.
What part is there to enjoy? This hurts. Breathing
enjoy
here hurts.
yourself with other people.
What is? Do you eat them?
Song. Okay. You know, let's just. I don't want to talk about.
I don't understand.
Do you want to understand or do you want to drink?
I want to understand.
Well, Lord, I
Yes.
do not know how you do things.
When a mommy and a daddy get ring.
No, I'm not doing that talk with Lurt. I'm not doing that talk with Lurt.
They get real drunk.
There is a lot of ways that people can relax. Yes, and oftentimes you relax better in the company of someone else. There are people here who are willing to comfort you, even if you are a stranger. Do you understand?
Sure.
They are paid in order to comfort you.
Sure.
Of course.
Samuel's gonna wait. I don't know if y'all are drinking yet, but Samuel's gonna wait to drink. He's gonna wait for other people to drink.
Oh yeah, Song has been sipping his fire whiskey this entire time. Fire
Wait,
brandy.
Samuel's waiting just for waiting to see nothing happens to you before he takes a drink.
I seem to be invigorated by the alcohol.
I'm scared of this place. He was just checking.
Lurt would stick his tongue in it to taste it.
What'd you get? Did you get the fire brandy or the whiskey?
Whiskey.
Okay.
This stuff is good.
Well, Lurt doesn't know alcohol. This water tastes funny. It's spicy.
Why is it spicy?
Why does this water hurt?
It invigorates the fire within.
There is no fire within.
There is always a fire within. The fire
I don't-
within is what drives a lot of these people to be companions.
Seeing that you two are fine, Samuel's just gonna chug his entire glass.
Jesus,
Like,
dude.
He's gonna down it. He's gonna down it.
I don't like this. This hurts. There's no fire in me.
If you do not
I'm
want it, I will
cold.
take it.
Not everyone's.
I'm
no,
cold
I'll take it.
inside.
I'll take it. I'll take it. I'll take it. It's my whiskey.
I'm cold inside. Lurt just like pushes the glass towards you with like a finger.
Samuel's gonna
Hurt
down the
this.
glass.
This is horrible. Why would you drink this? It makes me feel warm inside, and that's horrible. Oh my
I'll
god.
pretend to know alert, and he's gonna fucking just slam that glass as well.
I would not drink that fast if I were you.
I'm sorry.
I would not drink at all.
I've had a rough few days. I need it. I'll stop.
As you guys are there, you can see that the individuals that are off, they're getting off the stage, and you can hear the music start to pick up a little bit. Not gonna bother, but you can see that there's a big ol' hulking man, human, with another one following by. It's a half orc and another. It's a little bit smaller, but still kind of like muscular half elf male, and you can see that they're doing like a little striptease.
Oh my
You can see
god.
that they're very oily as well.
Oh my god, I hate this fucking.
Lurch just
You either
why?
don't go or you go all the way. There's no in between for you, Jester.
Lurch just looks over and he's like, why are they taking off their armor? That
Alright.
leaves them so
Alert,
exposed.
alert. Alright, let me just explain
They're
something.
doing this number like with the hair all the way back.
Alert, alright. I don't know what it's like where you come from, but let me just tell you what people do here. It just gets people excited, alright? I'm not gonna say exactly in which way, but all I know is I want to get out of here. I wanted to slam a few whiskeys in a common bar. I didn't want to come here.
Okay, then let's go. Let's leave. I don't like this place. This hurts. This water hurts. The air hurts. Everything hurts in here.
They're just fucking dying.
Song is
Water
looking
hurts,
very
the alcohol
confused
hurts.
between the two of you. Like,
I can't breathe. I'm fucking dying.
Lurt's literally dying right now.
Lurt's actually dying. We're just sitting in here like this.
Lurch is like, is this what it's like to be poisoned?
Lurt's gonna.
If
let-
you are
Lurt's
not
gonna-
comfortable, then I will not keep you here longer than you want to be.
And I'll finish my drink.
Thank you.
I think we should go.
All right.
Yeah, they're just like doing this number now.
We'll get up and we'll start heading our way out.
All right.
I don't
Did you
see
guys-
anyone that looks like me, right?
Anyone that looks like you?
Mm-hmm.
Roll a perception check.
Bye.
That was aggressive. Jesus Christ.
It went into my dice tray instead of the roller. Wow. 20 of the soft variety.
20. You actually see nobody
Aw.
that resembles you.
Can Samuel roll perception? I kind of just want to see because I want to see. The
Are you looking around or are you keeping your eyes low?
That's true. I don't know, but that's why I said okay. But that's the reason he's uncomfortable. But he wants to see if there's any fucking shit.
Okay,
Go
fair
ahead.
enough.
I'll
It's a
I'll do
weird
roll.
place. He's uncomfortable, but he's like, just fucking let's find out what's here and go. Like he's trying hard, because he's a man. He's not trying to be a fucking. I'm probably not gonna roll well. Let's be honest.
This is such a change from Tony.
where are your clothes?
Oh, whoa! I threw my dice like halfway across my room.
Doesn't count. Okay, it counts. I don't care.
I have an itchy beard, an itchy beard, an itchy beard.
I'm sorry. I accidentally threw my dice. Let me roll it because it landed on shag carpet and that doesn't count. Okay. 15.
What are you trying to look around for?
Like anything that okay, so anything that's out from like the normal people who are here, like the normal like soap people. If there's anything
I
that's
don't
like,
think there's gonna be anything normal in here, dude. I'm gonna be honest with you.
I meant like anything that's like out of the unusual from like the place they're in. I think you know what I mean. I just like, is there anyone that stands out? Is there a particular individual in here that stands out? Like one of the people.
With you averting your eyes and everything, it's a little difficult, but as you look around, everyone seems to be enjoying themselves. Everyone seems to be good, comforted. You do see an individual on the top, or deeper into the building, or not into the building, but he seems to be standing right there. His arms are crossed and just like looking around. Human, hair's kind of parted on both sides. Seems to be a little bit young, but not like it's like younger than you. So like in his late 20s.
What does he look like?
Human
hair.
Human parted hair. It's kind of hard to see with the smoke and everything, and everything moving around.
But he's just standing there like this.
Yeah, just it doesn't. He's not looking at you. He's looking like around the area.
He's just a guard then. I don't know.
Yeah. As you guys exit, Lurch, you get a fresh air. It's cleaner. So yeah.
That was horrible. Let's never go in there again.
Agree.
Where do you guys go to the Glistening Mug or the Stone Hill Inn?
I think we're going to the library next. unless you guys
Okay.
wanted to go to somewhere else.
I'll just never want to go in there again.
I don't know. I want to get like a no. Never mind. I'm not gonna say that out loud. It's not gonna happen. But
Should we go find Sentinel? Or is there more drinks you want to have?
no. I think I don't feel like getting drunk today. I just need something to cool me down.
It appears that none of you took that place very well. I apologize.
Oh, it's fine. I just I have a very large.
So you guys are
brain.
gonna go try to find the library?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Sentinel.
Yeah.
As you look around, it's a little bit difficult for you to try to gather where this library is. But when you do ask around, people point to you to this dark tower, often on top of the mountains, and this is my illustration of the area. So,
That's good. I like it.
Okay.
but yeah, there's a dark tower, and they point to you, and they're like, people say that where is it? That it's run by the keepers, um, a guild of wizards, and they're all over Solace. That they have certain locations around the cities or around Solace in certain cities, and they keep like old texts of all sorts of things. Keepers of books, keepers of scrolls, texts, ancient writings, and everything like that.
Okay.
As you head up the mountain, you do get some strange stairs and everything, but you make your way up there, and this darkened tower goes up about 120 feet, and the door is wooden, mixed with a green outlines of some of the metals. Do you knock?
Yeah.
As you knock, you hear the door, and that's where we're gonna end today's session.
Oh,
No.
sorry, Rob.
I don't even get to see who opened it.
Damn.
Keep it a secret till next time.
Spooky.
All right. God damn it, Jester. You really do either go 100% or 0 when it comes to stuff like
Wow,
that. No,
I
it's
was
good.
not.
It's good.
I mean,
So
I wasn't.
fucking
I was
uncomfortable.
I was just expecting a huge like pillow fort.
So you were disappointed then.
Great.
Yes.
Alrighty. Well, thank you all for joining us. There's another game this upcoming Saturday. Just kidding. Yes, this Saturday. It is Saturday, right, Rael?
Mm-hmm.
It is going to be a special one-shot on Halloween, so feel free to join us. Yeah, goodbye.